Hi, everybody. Welcome to your final week of our course. So you have made it to the end. You just have a few things left to do, and then that's it. So as you're here in our Blackboard site, if you would please complete this anonymous survey. It's just to let me know what has worked for you, what were maybe some challenges of the course, that I can improve, some of my methods, and so on. So it's completely anonymous. I see the results. It's not attached to your name or your overall grade or anything like that. But I would be greatly appreciative if you took that survey. And then, as you are in our course modules section and you get to our final folder, week 14. So as you are in here, really it's just wrapping things up. We're looking at final exam strategies, and so I would like for you to complete the discussion board for that. And so when you're in here, you'll have your instructions. So I want you to view this video and then the video right below it. And from each video, you are choosing strategies. So the first one is you're looking at study strategies. And so I want you to choose 2 study strategies from the video and explain them in your own words. Don't just, restate what the video said. I want you to really conceptualize the strategies in a way that you can explain it as if you were explaining it to someone else who hasn't seen the video. And then provide a scenario for each strategy that you choose that explains how you could use those strategies when you're preparing for an exam in your other courses. So maybe you'll use a strategy in an English course or to prepare for an English final, and then another one for a math final or a bio or whatever courses you're in. And then the second item relates to test taking strategy. So the first one is preparing for the test, and now the second one is actually taking the test. And in this video, they discuss various test taking strategies. So I want you to choose 3 of them. Same thing, explain those strategies in your own words, and then explain why each of those strategies that you chose is important. So you chose them for a reason. So why are those strategies important? How could they be helpful? And so on. So respond in paragraph form as usual, and then make sure that you go back and reply to at least one other person's post. Okay. And for this, notice the different due dates. So our course assignments for this week have to be turned in by Friday, December 12th by 11:59 p.m. So it's not the usual Sunday. So make sure that you are doing this by Friday. Okay, so there's that. And then after you complete that discussion board, you are ready to do the last 2 items, complete your final exam and mark your attendance for the week. So the final exam, let's get into this here. So you see your directions here. So you have 120 minutes, but it needs to be completed in one sitting. You get 1 attempt, okay? And when you have that time to devote to sit down to complete the exam in one sitting, you can start your attempt. It'll prompt you, start your timer, and then you sort of go through this. So your directions are here. Read them carefully, please. And then the explanations for how long you get to complete the exam. So then you can continue, and directions are here again. I don't know, Blackboard puts it everywhere. But once you hit continue again, then you have your exam. So you are reading several passages, you are answering questions. So this here, 34 questions are remaining. So you are reading the passage and you are basing your answer off of those passages. Once you select your answer for that, you'll continue. You'll get a second set of questions, and you just keep progressing through until you get to the very end. Make sure that once you are done, you can review your responses, but that you click submit so that it goes all the way through. Okay, so once you're done with that, yes, then you are ready to submit your attendance for the week. So let's get back out of here. Come on, Blackboard. All right, and so once you are done, mark your final week's attendance as you have been, just letting me know that you've completed your discussion board and your final exam. You can just place that in the submission box as usual at the very bottom. And once you are done letting me know what you did for the week or that you were just here, that's fine. You can click on submit, and then that's it. So that'll be our course and how it wraps up. Just please be mindful of the due dates, right? So this whole week, everything is due by Friday by 11:59 p.m. So that's your discussion board, your final, and the attendance and participation. Okay, so just be mindful of that deadline. And then don't forget about the survey at the very top. Okay, and I think the college also sent out a survey for you to complete, the survey of student opinions, SOSO, that you can also do. But if you run into any issues, please don't hesitate to contact me. The only thing that I cannot do is give an extension for this week. Okay, so there will not be any opportunities for late submissions. So by Friday, if it's not submitted, it's going to have to be a 0 for the assignment. So make sure that you are getting this done. I look forward to reviewing all of your work, and I have to say thank you for a fantastic semester, and I will check in later. Bye, everybody.